Welcome to another episode of Dad Bod D&D presents the Tomb of Annihilation. And where we left off last week was the party was traveling between Camp Righteous and Camp Vengeance. They decided to take a little boat ride and camp for the night, where they started sharing some of their stories and had maybe a little bit too much to drink from the item that they found in the back of the Man and the Alligator dungeon. And they were surprised by the chewinga that has been following for weeks. Binks, was it a chewinga?
It's not a chewinga, turns out.
Not a chewinga. Which, in fact, it did turn out to be an oni. So they battled that for the better part of the session, and we ended it directly after where you guys were beaten and bruised, but you feel the effects of what you think is a victory, and we'll pick up from right there. But before we get started, let's do a couple things from the top here. If you haven't yet, be sure to follow our Twitter. It's at DND_dad. And then be sure to check out our YouTube, where all of these will be posted. So if you missed last week's episode, head over there now. It's Dad Bod D&D.
Podcast episode 3, where we talk about our favorite role-playing moments, was just uploaded today on our YouTube channel. So if you didn't catch the stream of that, hop over there after you're done watching us here and watch that, where we talk about our favorite role-playing moments.
And so our schedule is Dad Bod D&D. The actual D&D game happens Friday nights at 8:30, which you're here with us right now. As for the podcast, it happens Wednesday nights at 9:30 Central. So everything I say is in Central. These other guys are not Central. So I apologize if it's confusing. 8:30 Central for the general game, 9:30 Central for the podcast. All right, let's jump right in. Whoa, game face, guys.
So, just kind of out of character here, we kind of discussed we were going to kind of have breakfast and get our shit together and then come up with a plan. Is that directly where we left off?
Sounds about right to me.
Okay. Hey, Vinny, we got more of that deer for breakfast. Is that good for breakfast, or is it mostly a dinner thing?
I mean, food's food.
All right, well,
It's
yeah,
it's not spoiled, if that's what you're saying.
all right, let's have it for breakfast then, I guess. Might as well eat what we got, right?
So, I'll start kind of cooking up, or kind of warming up. If we got a little bit of fire left, try and warm up some of the deer meat we had. And I'll just kind of be busy doing that.
What time of day was it?
It's early morning, and as you can hear from the lovely audio cues, it is the thunder has started to come in. The rain has picked up heavily.
Thunder rolls.
And the lightning strike.
Oh my god! If we're gonna be doing Garth Brooks, I'm out. Right now, I'm out.
That's it. See you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of come up under the canopy of this tree, closer to the group, I guess, and just kind of sit there, wait for breakfast. Are we hunting this thing, or are we going to camp? Fart. Where were we headed? Where was the other place?
Vengeance. We're going to camp.
Okay.
Our original plan was Camp Vengeance. Come back through, but this was before we figured out that the Oni's footprints matched what information we had. We were going to come back and look for those footprints, or look for that creature. So I feel like, he's already done part of our job for us, right? It was no longer a mystery who took Jimmy. It's Sorry. Trying to. Okay. It's no longer a mystery who took Jeremy. It's just we have to find the thing, right? I personally feel like he ain't done with us, right? He's coming back for us at some point. He didn't kill any of us. He clearly could have stayed around and probably done just that. I think the fucker's having a game with us.
Yeah.
I feel like we ought to play that game on our rules, where we have the advantages. We need to find a way to lure this thing out. And I'm going to kind of lower my voice. I don't think this is really a good place to be talking about that, right? He's probably right over our fucking heads right now, just snickering to himself a little shit.
Yeah, I think, and I'll kind of whisper too, like, yeah, I think if we try to find him, we're just going to be chasing our tails most of the time. Where if we have a goal to get to Camp Vengeance and he shows himself maybe, and we'll be ready for him this time. We kind of know his moves now.
Let's so this Camp Vengeance, is there people there, or is it going to be like Camp Righteous and just be a bunch of fucking ghosts?
Well, from all I've heard is, yeah, the Harpers have set up shop there, and they are there. So, I mean, it could be another Camp Righteous. We never know. I thought we were going to get a hotel or a room in Camp Righteous and have some downtime, but I'm holding out hope that Camp Vengeance brings that for us. And I guess the hope is really all we got at this point. Around
You're
the
on
middle of
mute.
nowhere.
Yeah. Camp Vengeance is supposed to be bigger to my knowledge.
Okay, well, that bodes well then for actual people.
So, I think the new course of action. I think we need to find civilization somehow. We need to get a lot of nasty goodies for this motherfucker.
Yeah, we need to stock up.
All right, like this is our house and we have to defend it, right? So, I'm talking traps. I'm talking all kinds of little nasty surprises for him the next time he tries to spring one on us. But to do that, we're going to need civilization. We've got the gold. We just need the shit to do it.
Yeah.
So, Camp Vengeance. If Camp Vengeance is a bust, I say we either head back to the port, which, if I remember right, you guys were saying something about not exactly being welcome there, or we head to Curseball and catch up with our feathered friend.
I think we're way closer to Camp Vengeance. So I think
Yeah, no, that's step one. We're going
Okay,
there.
okay. All right, I must have missed it. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about Jeffrey, and then, yeah, Camp Vengeance. And then hopefully we encounter this guy again, and we can get our vengeance, and then curse a ball, and then somewhere on there we got a Victon. You got a date with Durseth.
Somewhere in there, yes, I do.
Didn't we say that his tribe was last known to be near Curseball?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, so we were going to head to Vengeance and then go to Curse the Ball and stop there on the way, but I don't know how this is going to change that plan.
Well, I mean, you have to make that meeting. You
Yes, I
can't-
do.
you
We'll
can't-
figure it out when we get closer. For
Okay.
right now, I just want to get that son of a bitch.
All right, well,
So Vengeance, Curseball, the lizard folk. If we run into them before Curseball,
Yes.
yeah.
or if our time runs out or whatever.
Okay.
And off in the corner, you do see Azaka diving down to try and salvage what was left of the boat that was sunk. And she's flipping over the boat that was pretty much upside down.
So the top one on the picture, I guess it doesn't matter, but the top one was the one that
Yes.
sank and the bottom was the one that flipped.
Love, Love, they're lost. We can't all fit in one boat.
Yeah. Yeah, this one down here, that hole's too big. We can't fix it. So it's either one of us takes.
I mean, could I fix it with a mending spell, or is it?
It's a pretty big hole. So as she kind of pulls it up in the water, you just see the water rush out the bottom of the boat. It's pretty much the entire bottom spine of the boat has just been cracked. I think mending is like a cubic foot.
I don't know.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. So you fix it a little bit if you want to try it. It doesn't fix the entire thing. I'll tell you that.
Didn't we just learn about the power of sitting on each other's shoulders not that long ago? Probably not practical to row that way, but we did learn about teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work, gentlemen.
Would it be advantageous from a tactical standpoint to have some people in the boat and some people following along on the shore?
No.
Or should we all stay together?
I think there's too much chance we get split up that way.
Yeah, I agree with Victor. We need to stick together.
All right,
We can't afford to split the party.
You don't leave your wingman.
I think we're walking then.
Yes, I think that'll be our best option tonight.
I'm gonna go and start packing my bag with my bedroll and everything. Start getting everything packed up on my end.
Okay.
Yep.
So Azaka's gonna say, so do we want to keep one, or am I just letting these go?
No, they're done.
Okay. So the one that
Casualties awoke.
one that she salvages, she just kind of sends up river. Well, it heads north toward the port, but downriver is the technical term. Well, I guess we push on. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So how's the party traveling, and who is going to be lookout, and who's going to be scout?
Can you remind me again what each one of those does?
Scout is kind of maybe ahead 10 yards scouting. Lookout is just like the immediate party's, eyes and ears. Whereas Scout's kind of like leading the way for the most part. Making trails.
I can do the lookout.
Banks, you want to scout? My eyes are shit.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can scout.
I need to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, shit. I was gonna have a good perception roll, but that's fine.
What do you need?
Can you do
Before
a
I-
quick perception roll?
Yeah. Perception?
Yes,
Or
sir.
Okay. I wasn't sure what the perceptional at the end.
Okay.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
So as you guys are kind of walking down the river, Victor not really paying attention. So with a 3, God, that's Silver or Binks. We may have these terrible rolls tonight. That's a 1 and a 2. So with a 3. You guys don't really see much happening. The rain.
Do you need one? Do you need one for me as the scout?
Yeah, if you would. So as the
A
scout,
little better.
You're kind of ahead. You're calling back. You're making the signals that you need to make to, inform the party of kind of where to go. But as for the immediate party, Vinny, give me. Go ahead. Vinny.
So I imagine as the scout, I'm just like kind of focused down at the ground, looking for the trails easiest to get us along the shore here,
Yeah.
and Victon's kind of looking around for threats.
Yes. That's a better way
Okay.
to do it. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So yeah, I got my head down. I'm finding a pretty good trail though.
Okay, so Vinny, give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so as you guys are walking,
Oh,
Vinny, you feel something on your shoulder. Just a quick tap on your left shoulder.
where am I at in relation to the party?
How
I'm in-
I would
I'm
understand
in front.
it is Binks is about 10 yards ahead of everybody, and then you guys.
Am I in the back? That's what I'm asking.
You typically do take the back,
Mm-hmm.
so I would say yes. You are in the very back of the train.
I'm going to turn around and fire a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a shot.
21.
Tap goes away.
I turn around. Is there anything there?
Nope.
I'm going to pause. I'm going to slowly reload.
I mean, I assume the rest of us hear the crossbow bolt fire and turn around at the ready, too.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would hear the.
Shh. Something touched me. On like my shoulder.
Mage armor on myself.
Okay. So a minute goes by. Dead quiet, except for the rain and maybe some, forest animals. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. And nothing.
Keep your wits about you, boys. This thing's still run.
Vinny, back in the Underdark, there was a pretty popular story about dangerous game. Maybe you read it up here being a hunter. Maybe we can set some traps along the way as we're going, just in case it comes behind us. Some pit traps, some of those ones where you stick a dagger in the tree and it comes back and hits the guy if he's following you.
I mean, that's a possibility. My only concern is I think it'll slow us down. And I feels like the closer we get to other people, the safer we're probably going to be.
Well, yes, but I've heard that death slows you down too, especially if it catches us on the way to other people. It damn near got us once.
I mean, I don't have a lot of supplies right now that are kind of designed for trapping. I got my rope. I can do a nice little snare, but that's it. And if the thing is tapping me on the shoulder, it's here with us, right? It's watching us. It's playing games with us. Like, I kind of feel like any traps we set now are not going to be helpful.
So we keep moving then.
I think we ought to keep moving.
Just, I think, have our weapons ready and just be ready. I guess that's best we can do.
Yeah, that sounds like the safest option for us right now.
Okay. So as you guys.
Did we rest and recover after that last fight with the Oni? We did not. Okay.
You are not healed.
Oh, we didn't get a long rest, you said?
No, it was right as you guys woke up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fine.
Do we take? Could we count breakfast as a short rest? And can I roll a hit dice? A little retcon there.
Commander Root, thanks for the follow. I would say as you guys were wrapping up, eating some breakfast, figuring out a plan, I'll give you a short rest. So if you want to roll some hit dice, nobody gets any spell slots back.
That's all I need.
Okay.
Ooh,
So-
that's all I need.
You guys are traveling at a medium pace. I can't say that without giggling like a small child. So you guys are traveling at a medium pace. An hour or two goes by, nothing happens. Victim, please give me a second perception check.
There you are.
Okay, so
Not so bad.
explain the makeup of how the party's walking. So, Binks, you're 30 feet in front, 10 yards. Victim, you're in the front. Vinny, you're at the back. Where is Silver and Jazaka? I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm just somewhere in the middle.
So, Victim, out of the sky, you see a corpse just fall directly in front of you. Yeah, it's probably a good 5 feet in front of you, but close enough to make you jump back a little bit.
Oh god, I just saw a body fall out of this tree over here. I don't know if it was hanging there or if it's freshly dead, but we need to go check it out and be very careful.
Which direction did it come from?
It was kind of just up ahead of us.
And
It was, how far did you say? Did you say how far it was ahead?
Yeah, 5 feet.
About 5 feet.
It's like right
not
fucking
real
in front of
close.
you.
Right in front of him. Yeah.
Mhm.
So am I on the other side of it?
Yes.
Like I've already kind of passed it.
Yes.
Would I have heard it fall?
Yes.
And would I have stopped? All right, so I stopped, turned around, and go, what was that?
It was a body.
It was a fucking body.
So as you guys get closer and kind of look around it, you see it's a giant gorilla body. Just mutilated beyond what you can tell what it is, but it's not dead for long, but it's dead right in front of you.
Is it skinned in the same way that Jeffrey was? Does it have any of the same
Give me
makings of?
give me a health or medicine, whatever it is. You can see some of the same claw marks, but with all of the monsters and shit out here in the jungle, you can't confirm whether or not it's the exact same. But general knowledge, you have a pretty good idea that this thing is again playing games with you.
Yeah, we got to keep moving. We either keep moving or we set up a base camp. I don't know.
I don't think here's a good place to set up camp, but I do think we should probably look around a little to see if we can find like footmarks or something. See if we can confirm if this was related, but I don't want to go like too far off the track. Maybe just look around, see if we see anything.
I feel like if we investigate where that came from, we could be walking into a trap ourselves. I say we keep walking. It's just a gorilla.
Fair point. Let's keep moving.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay. So you guys walk again another couple hours. It's starting to become, night. The sun is setting. The rain has not let up. And so the river that you guys are right next to, it is starting to rise a little bit. And you're losing shore between the dense jungle and kind of the shoreline. But you've been traveling long enough that, might be time to think about making camp somewhere.
Yeah. Probably. I don't want to lose sight of the river or anything like that, but we probably ought to go in a little ways, just so we don't all end up floating away.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna let up, so I don't
And
want
how dark? How dark is it?
The sun is starting to set, so it's probably 5, 6 in the afternoon. You got maybe an hour or two more of daylight.
Okay.
A full day of not full daylight, but of as that sun sets.
Are there any plants similar to like bamboo, like some reeds or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean you definitely see like along the river. There's plants of all sorts there.
Okay. We've got the. Does anybody have anything metal? Anything to make noise? Any metal?
I mean, I can make some noise by hitting something against my armor, a rock or something.
No, I mean like. I want to try and get a perimeter alarm of some sort. Not that I think it's going to help.
You can always take your armor off.
Is that a voice he actually hears, or is that just you being an ass?
It's a voice you actually heard.
I could, but if we get attacked in the middle of the night, that opens me up to too much danger.
It's the thing talking to you. That
Vixen,
wasn't me.
me.
This motherfucker.
Can we travel through the night? And I just
don't
feel as
think
soon
that
as
would
we
be
set
good.
down.
How close are we to vengeance?
Is there a DM question or is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Azaka, whoever.
Well, I mean, we're about a day out, so we could push it if you want.
One point of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks, right?
Yes, but only half of us can see in the dark. I think. Can you see in the dark, Victim? Because I know your human eyes can't.
No, I cannot.
All right. No. Well, I got some torches.
So maybe setting up a camp and setting up some sort of
Yeah.
not alarm system, but some quick traps that maybe we can
I
disguise.
mean, it's watching us right now. It can see everything we're doing.
Clearly. But I'd rather have something than nothing. Things get hectic during a fight. If it comes at us, then maybe we can maneuver.
Okay. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start cutting down some of the reeds.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my 50-foot of rope, and I'm going to make. I'm gonna make a tripwire with some punji sticks in the ground. I want to make. If I have time, I'd like to make like 4 of them, so maybe we could push this thing back onto them.
Yeah, you would have enough time, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I can.
So like,
help them with that.
so like, tripwire perimeter around our camp with punji sticks stuck in the ground, like sharpened reeds stuck in the ground as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's just general. You have the general ability to do that. No checks. So it
Okay.
takes a couple hours. It is night and it is very dark. So with the rain clouds and the storm that just hasn't let up, it is pitch black. You don't get any of the night sky. It's almost as if you're deep in the jungle and the canopy's covering you. So
Hey, real quick, DM question. How does light affect invisibility? Does it pass through the creature, or does it create a shadow?
that's a good question.
'Cause I assume being both a drow and a sorcerer, Silver would at least have a basic understanding
I
of
would
how.
say it doesn't create a shadow because there's nothing for like the sun doesn't. It doesn't block the sun.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop it.
It
So
does if whatever's invisible is walking, it does leave like footprints. But yeah, I
You-
would definitely say no shadow.
Kind of along the same lines, you mentioned it smell. What is it? What do you remember how you said it smelled?
I don't remember. what
Okay,
said.
could I roll to see if I can remember any distinct odor about it, either its breath or just its general smell?
Wasn't it in regards to Travis's detect good and evil?
I feel like it was.
Because he can. So when you have detect good and evil, he can smell like a noxious odor from when he detects good and evil.
Okay, so could I do a check to see if I can remember it having like a distinct smell
Yeah,
or anything?
sure.
Because I was right up by it. What do you want? History?
Or wisdom, whichever.
do wisdom.
Yeah, with a 6, that tough check. The jungles of Jolt and the rotting flesh that is all of the undead. It's hard to pick up on one single smell. Okay, so as the night does progress, who's taking watches?
I'll take second watch.
Well,
I feel
I'll
like
take third and beyond. I only need the first 4 hours. And then...
I feel like if we all took watches for shorter periods of time, would that give us any kind of advantage on the perceptions during that? So instead of like 4 to 6 hours of a watch, we're each doing like 2 or 2.5.
If you wanted to double up, that would give you advantage. But yeah, just shorter rest doesn't inherently give you an advantage on the roll.
So I say we split it. Binks on one watch, and I'll take the other with someone, and we have 2 people on each watch.
Yeah, well, I think Silver. I think you're right. We need you and I cannot be together because we're the only ones with dark vision.
And Azaka, I don't know how your eyes work, being what you are.
I do fine. I can help with the watch.
Azaka, do you remember a particular smell?
So
No, it all came so fast. I will say this is the first of these that I've ever seen, that I've ever encountered.
So Binks, you only need 4 hours.
Yep.
Right? So why don't you get your sleep, then you can stay up the rest of the night.
Alright.
So
I'm in the same boat, so I can do a 4-hour watch and then take the next 4 hours.
Okay.
So I'll take first watch with Victon.
No, vice versa.
No. Oh, right.
Yeah, you gotta have Silver. Silver, you're first.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
going to bed,
I'll take first watch with Silver.
and then I'll have second watch with Victon. Azaka, feel free to jump in wherever.
Well,
And then
I can see at night too, so I can take second with Victon. Binks, you take third and fourth, and then Silver, you pop up for fourth. Does that work?
yeah.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay. First watch. Silver and Vinny.
So while we're doing the watch, I'm going to use my actor feat, and I'm going to impersonate both Binks and Victon and Azaka while she's asleep, so that it sounds like we're all still up.
Okay, I like that.
That's
Ooh,
great. I
interesting.
like it.
Okay, give me whomever, Victon, Vinny. You guys can either both roll your perception checks
Silver.
independently, or thank you, Silver or Vinny. You can roll your perception checks individually, or one of you can have advantage. I'll let you guys decide. And then Silver, you're going to give me a performance check for your. Actually, how does actor feat work?
I
You got that
want to say
performance?
I get advantage to. So
Hold on.
Let me clear my throat.
Give me what my beat.
you have advantage on charisma, deception, and performance checks when trying to pass yourself off as a different person.
Done deal. Okay, so give me whomever is giving the perception, or if you want to do it individually, and then give me a performance Silver with advantage.
Yeah, Vinny, I think you should go ahead and keep your eyes open a little bit more.
do you just start doing this acting stuff, talking to yourself in everybody else's voices?
And
I assume that I would at least bring it up with Vinny, getting kind of close and whisper, just so you know, maybe to make it seem like we still have a full party, that everyone's still awake. I'm gonna do a little mimicry and make it sound. I'm sure you've heard war stories of armies lighting more torches to make it seem like they have more soldiers. Same concept.
Whatever makes you feel better, man.
Killing that damn Oni will make me feel a lot better. But
Well,
if we can't do that, maybe this will keep it off our backs for a little bit.
all right, you talk to yourself. We'll do the watch, I guess.
So, also to be clear, Vinny, you do not have dark vision, correct?
Okay, so I can do it then.
Yeah, you would not get an advantage. You would just get a normal roll because the advantage and disadvantage cancels out.
Yeah, I'm supporting him. That was kind of my whole thought.
Okay.
Was like, I
So-
want
I
him
just,
to
I just
roll
don't
advantage.
have very good perception. Actually, I guess I actually have a decent modifier to it because I'm elfy. I forgot elves were proficient with perception. So, yeah.
Wow, 2 14s. So, as you're sitting here, kind of, you know, you're like, oh man, all my friends have died, and and then you're kind of,
Boo-hoo, my friends are dead.
Hey guys, I'm pretty excited to go fight the dragon. Well, I don't know if that's a really good idea. I think team up and take them out individually, and we'll sneak in and take them out. Well, I don't think we should do anything about that. I think we should just let them all have at it themselves.
That's amazing.
so as you're doing this, you're moving around well enough that you're keeping your eye on everything. You do see at times, you see a monkey walk down to the river, and I don't know, maybe it's hunting for some grubs or something down there.
Do we currently have any provisions?
Yeah, you guys are good.
Okay, I just wanted to know if I needed to hunt for something.
Drink our gallon of water.
Yeah, you do have the alchemy jug. You can make some mayonnaise.
Actually,
Um,
can I
Oil trap.
oil? I was thinking about spreading a little bit of acid.
Think about slinging some mayo.
No, I was thinking about putting like a ring of acid around, but a ring of mayo might not be a bad idea either.
Can be slippery.
Got 2 gallons of mayo,
How
gallon
much
of
oil?
honey,
How much oil?
just 1 quart.
I would argue that mayo does not become slippery. It becomes just like
Not saying
convenient
slippery, just
garbage.
yeah, it's like maybe he'll step on it and just do that like, oh shit, I got something on my foot.
Oh,
dance.
It's all between my claws and shit. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead and just spread shit out,
Vinny, which would you say might be a better option? Spread some mayo around our camp in the hopes that he steps in it and becomes a little more obvious. Like, when you step in dog shit or some sort of animal shit and you just got to get it off your foot right then. Or maybe honey and it'll make it a little more obvious because they'll be sticky.
Are you being serious?
Do you have a better suggestion on how to use this jug besides getting wasted?
Well, last I checked, alcohol's flammable.
For a short time, not if it happens after 3 or 4 hours.
Well, it buys us 3 or 4 hours of at least having another element to our trap. Seems to be a hell of a lot better than some mayo.
Sounds good to me. I'll dump 4 gallons of beer around our camp.
No, the wine.
Oh, I do have. Okay, gallon of wine then.
okay. Okay, so you're just dumping wine around the camp?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
If it'll light on fire after a little bit, I'm game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, alcohol's flammable. I don't know how much wine, like, it's not like hard alcohol where it just lights up.
But I mean, it's worth a shot. I don't see any of the others. There's not enough acid to make it worthwhile.
This is Dad Bod
Definitely not
D&D
a
science
poison.
experiments.
Yeah, I mean, I would put mayo there. Maybe the mayo is flammable. Whatever you would like to do.
Flammable.
Somebody's mic totally picked that up.
Oh my god. So what are we doing here?
Okay.
Specifically, what are you doing? And I want to
okay.
know what your intentions are.
Listen. I did the punji sticks. I did the tripwires. I'll let you handle the lubrication or whatever you're gonna do with the traps. Okay, that's all you.
If you did put some sticks around, maybe a little bit of poison on the edges wouldn't be a bad idea. If we can do it safely.
Do we have poison?
We have half an ounce in the alchemy jug.
All right. So,
Or would you like to tip some of your crossbow bolts with it?
I've actually got some poison tipped bolts right now. So I'll try and see if I can find a plant that's kind of brushy, so that maybe we can dip the poison onto it and kind of try and spread it on some of the sticks.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're able to, with the jug and the mini holes, you're able to barely tip onto each tip of your sticks. So now you have poison tipped sticks. And so, Silver, as you're doing this performance, you see the lightning strike and it illuminates across the river. And across the river you can see the outline of what you would think is the Oni.
I'll point it out to Vinny. Vinny, I think our guest might be across the river. How wide is the river?
It's about 20 feet.
20 feet.
So is he standing in the rain?
He's doing the whole creeper thing, like just standing. The rain's just hitting him on the
That's
side.
what I'm wondering, because if he's invisible.
He's not. You saw his outline.
Oh, okay.
And as the light goes away,
He disappears.
well, you can't see that far because, but I mean, just as it illuminates, you see it, and then the light fades, and he's gone. Okay, but other than that, your shift goes off without a hitch. Shift 2.
Right.
So how many hours was each shift? 2 or?
It's about 3 hours. So we're doing
so
4
I'll stay
shifts.
up.
Yeah.
Right. So
Right.
don't touch the sticks. They're covered in poison.
Okay. So Zaka's up for shift 2. Was it you, Bing, or no?
It was me.
So Zaka and Victor.
And so I'll have another hour if we're doing the. I'll stay up for 4 hours and then pass out for 4 hours.
Okay, that's fine. So you're up. So it's all 3 of you on this shift.
Yeah, the more we have, the better at this point, since I can't see too well in the dark.
I can try and take another look. Oh, and I pass quietly the poison traps along to Victon and Azaka. Make sure they don't accidentally walk into them.
Now, Victor, aren't you? Is your kind immune to poison?
That's a damn good question.
Should we try it out just to check? I mean, science for science. I feel is kind of where we're going tonight.
I don't really want to find out right now.
Okay.
I don't want to find out negatively anyway.
Okay. Well, Zaka's. What? I mean, what do you want to do? You want to talk? You want to play cards? You want to go for a swim?
Yes, I'll go for a swim. No, not
She's
at
like,
all.
I'm kidding. Don't. There's stuff in these waters. Don't do that.
No, I don't
Oh,
know.
by the
I
way,
was gonna go for a swim.
They'll tunnel away up your penis hole. Don't go in the water.
Oh my
I'll
god.
pass along to them as well. I did see partway through my through the shift with Vinny. I think it was the Oni across the river, just watching us in the rain. He's a giant creeper, so
Well,
if you have to pee, make sure to be careful.
I feel like you just want to see me pee, but
I was actually talking to Victon.
You want to see Victor?
Partially because I'm not sure how lizards work, but he is
I'm gonna
creeping
reach over
around
to
the
Victor
party.
and be like, "Hey, you should spray him with your breath and tell him that's how you pee."
No, I am not using thy breath for that.
But do be aware that he's been around.
Oh, well, thank you. I think Victor and I got this. Feel free to go to bed.
I'll still wait up an hour with you guys, just in case, and hit the hay.
Okay.
We appreciate the help.
So Victor, who was? Do you know that guy that? Durseth, was that his name?
Yeah, it was Durseth. He's obviously a member of my old clan, but I didn't know him too well. I kind of tried to stay away from him. He was always kind of a... I don't want to talk too harshly of him, but I'm just going to call him an asshole anyway. So I kind of kept my distance from him because he always liked to start shit. And now he wants power. And as much as I don't know if I want to be the king over them, I don't know if I want him to have it either.
Well, if you are the leader, can you not just pass it down to somebody, or do you have to go through these rituals?
Well, I have to go through the ritual at this point because I have been challenged. It's a little gray because I didn't know about it until I was challenged, but that's neither here nor there. But if I get it, we'll have to see who's around and if there's anybody good to pass it down to, or else I will have to take order.
How many are left in your tribe? Didn't you say a lot of them died from some kind of sickness?
Yeah, there were a couple hundred of us at the time when we first started, but now we're down to like 20 to 30. Last I heard, I haven't really kept in touch with them too much since I left.
What about family? Are they? So, do you consider them all family, or do you have brothers, sisters, mothers?
We do have our own family, but we try to do right by each other. We try to treat each other as family. Some of us are better at that than others. Durst being one example. But we've tried to treat each other as brother and sister after the events of old. After the sickness passed through.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, my family was, we were adventurers from Fort Nyanzaru, and one day they went out on an adventure and they didn't come back. So
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, the only thing I have left of them is that mask we found. So.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering why that was so important to you. Well, but we'll make sure you can hang on to that.
I appreciate that, and I feel like I've really grown accustomed to the party. You guys are the closest thing I have to family now.
Well, I like to think the same of you, and everybody else, of course. But hopefully they would say the same. I think they would.
I appreciate that. So a couple hours goes by. No sightings, no animals.
Does my what is it called?
Detect good and evil.
The divine smite is what I was thinking of. That detects the presence of evil. Did that go off during any time of this watch?
What's the radius on that? 30 feet?
It is 60 feet.
60 feet.
60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
No. It did not go.
Okay.
So Azaka's gonna go and kind of foot Binks a little bit, like kick him, not hard, but just enough. Alright, buddy, you're up.
Already?
Yeah, handoff is poison on the spikes.
God. Okay,
Is-
poison.
He was across the river at
Who?
one point.
He?
Well, I mean the dickhead, the monster thing.
Oh.
Right?
Alright. Good to know.
Anything else, Victor?
No, nothing else happened tonight. It was very uneventful.
Alright, well. Alright, well, sleep good and I'll take over.
Good luck. Wake me if you need anything.
Yep. And so they go and lay down. Was somebody else up with you, or you by yourself?
I think I got the short end of the straw here.
Let's leave the kid who's been hunted by the
Yeah.
by himself.
Yeah, this totally didn't. Yeah, I was thinking that Silver was going to be up for more of it.
He's up for
math
4.
got weird.
It's alright. So as they go lay back down, I am going to attempt to hide myself using my Mask of the Wild. Being a wood elf, I can kind of nestle in. I want to make myself look unseen, like I'm not there.
So you kind of predator style, like
Yeah, like
Schwarzenegger,
exactly what I
like
was
all this
thinking.
mud and just like,
Yeah. And where I have a good vantage point across the river and the rest of my party.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, baby. Not bad. 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, that's pretty good. So as you're up against this tree, an hour goes by. Your joints and your muscles are getting a little stiff from not moving. It's getting a little tiring, but nothing happens. So shift 3 goes off without a hitch. Shift 4, are you gonna get down to wake up Silver?
Yeah, whenever my 4 hours.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I'll come out of hiding and tap Silver on the boot and hey, I could use some help.
Yeah, that's no problem. I call it kind of all in this together.
Yeah, I didn't see him, but that makes me weary that he's probably coming about.
I would agree with that suggestion.
Okay. So, who wants to give me the perception check?
Binks, I think your eyes are a little bit more suited to
Yeah, I
the
can.
jungle than mine.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So you kind
Moment
of
of panic for a second.
are you getting back up into your hiding spot?
Yeah, I'll now that I have somebody else there. Yeah, I would definitely get back in.
Oh, can I do my mimicry again with everybody talking just to make it seem like we're starting to rouse? Oh, let's make some bacon and eggs and. Oh, guys, I'm still worried about having to go fight all my family.
Yeah. So give me a performance check. Yeah. So you even make like the stick dolls and you're like moving them and you know.
You got strings tied to them while you're just dancing to some rocking around the Christmas tree.
Yeah. So you're like spot on imitations, and 10 minutes goes by. Binks, you do notice with a 22, you do notice the rope that Vinny tied move a little bit. You can't tell from where, but you can see it out of your corner of your eye moving just a little bit.
Okay, so I'll start there and I'll just start scanning the rope, going all the way around, see if I can see anything.
You don't see anything. You don't see it's tripped. You don't see the little spikes are still in the ground.
Okay, I'll sit and wait a second. Is Silver? Are you still acting?
Yeah, I imagine I'm doing the whole bit.
Okay.
Got my pulleys so that they'll move and
So I'll slowly pull an arrow and get it ready, and just kind of wait and try to get the surprise on anything that I can see.
So as the lightning hits,
I'm using silver as bait a little bit.
sure. As the lightning hits, you do see something small on the tip of one of the stakes.
Like on it, like not moving.
Yep. It wasn't long enough to tell if it was moving or not,
Okay.
but there's something attached to the end of one of those stakes.
I'll try to get Silver's attention. Silver. One of the.
I'll keep up my charade, but can I look?
Yeah, check the stakes.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah,
12?
You can't. I mean, you can't see it any better. Now that he points it out, you see that there's something there. You can't make out what it is.
This thing is so stressful.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a good monster.
I say take the shot. I need more bacon.
So I'll let loose an arrow on whatever is on the spike.
Okay. So as you fire that arrow, give me an attack roll.
With my longbow. That's all I have.
It's your cat.
Forgot about
You
the cat.
just killed your own cat.
So as you let loose, you hit that spike, and it sets off every single trap along the way.
Motherfucker.
And
How did it set off the traps?
because you hit it, and it hits the rope, and every single rope just comes up.
Okay, so we lost the tripwires.
Yes.
Okay.
Do the tripwires catch anything?
Well, it's a tripwire. It's not like meant to catch. It's meant to alert. But the tripwire does fall.
Well, I mean, it's meant
Oh,
to
so
trip.
it didn't trigger the traps. It just triggered or just released the tripwire.
Yes. Sorry, that's
Okay,
more
I see.
what I meant to say.
I thought it triggered all the traps, and I'm like,
It was like, but they're just sticks in the ground. How did they get triggered? What are they doing? They all fall flat.
Okay.
I mean, did we hear anything when he shot it, or it was just
Just it hit the stick that it was attached to, and the rope falling. That's the only thing you heard.
okay? Can I go over and inspect to see what he shot?
As you cautiously walk closer, you kind of undo all the ropes of the caricatures that you were doing. You walk up closer, and attached to the stake is a dead rat.
Well, okay, dead because he shot it, or can I tell if it was previously
He didn't
dead?
hit the rat.
Okay.
He hit the stake, and the rat is like just.
It was already
attached on
dead?
there. Yeah.
Okay. I'll slowly meander back to the group and whisper to Binks. Motherfucker got right up to the camp. Put a rat on top of that stake. That's what you saw.
How are we gonna get out of this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm hoping the sun is almost here and we can get moving.
It's got to be getting close.
I don't see a good a good outcome from this, but try to stay positive.
That's about all that we can do at this point.
So I'll ready another arrow and just kind of sit attentively. That's 2 whiskeys, and yeah, I'll sit just at the ready.
2 whiskeys that have been sipping all night. Yeah, so you have the arrow knocked, and you're just kind of back and forth across, like your field of view. goes off. I mean, no, nothing. You don't see any more movement. No more animals. Sun comes up, and you are into daylight.
Yeah, let's pack up and get out of here. Can we eat on the run?
Azaka's gonna say, I mean, I got some trail snacks probably. I got some dried meat we could have. I agree that we need to just get out of here.
Yep. Pack up camp. Let's go.
All right, so you guys spend 10 quick minutes just packing up all your shit. You don't take the time to really put it as comfortable as you should. And you're on the road. So who's scout and who's lookout?
I can scout again if nobody minds.
So I'm gonna take the back again, and this time, because this thing's got to sleep at some point, I'm gonna do my best to cover our tracks as we go.
Okay. So, I mean, you want to take like brush like they did in 101 Dalmatians?
Well,
Exactly.
I mean, that would be kind of snow. Trying to think how I would do this. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think there's gonna be a way because it's probably muddy.
Just walk backwards.
It's the smartest dumb
miles.
thing I've ever heard.
We should try and all step in each other's footprints so it looks like there's less of us.
We could all make big giant fake dinosaur feet. So it looks like some
Just
dinosaur
really
got us.
confuse the shit out of it.
Yeah. Never mind. I don't know how I'd even be able to do that in a jungle.
All right, well.
Oh, but we are all full rested now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, finally.
All right. Am I finding the trail again? Okay, yes. There's my
Yeah.
trail finding.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor myself again,
Okay.
just in
Sure.
case.
So as Binks, you're trying to lead the way. You're constantly like over your shoulder, and you're not moving as fast as you think you could.
The
Who's
trail.
looking out for the party?
trail is tight today.
I can do the lookout if you need.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Nope, performance is wrong. Perception is right.
Okay, Victon, yeah, you're paying a little bit more attention. You're kind of steering Binks where he needs to go. You're kind of correcting his downfalls. As you guys are walking, you spend the better part of the morning moving quickly, and you see some animals. At one point, you do see a couple monkeys. You see some small rodents, some lizards. It's pretty quiet. That rain has yet to stop, though. And so it becomes the better part of the afternoon before. Vinny, did you want to say something?
I was going to tell the party, like, we probably need to pick up the pace a little bit. Maybe see if we can't push ourselves. This thing has to sleep. And it was up all night fucking with us, right?
I mean, maybe. Who's to say it didn't sleep in? It doesn't have to sleep, but it can dick with us as it wakes up. Wakes up to take a pre-break. Put a dead rat on the tripwire. Wake up to get a drink. Let's stand creepily and watch him from the other side of the road.
Azaka, can we make it to Camp Vengeance today?
I
Put in a long day?
Well, I think if we definitely pushed it, we could make it for sure.
And I'm okay with not taking a lunch, eating it on the go, and trying to get there tonight and sleep in an actual bed would be awesome.
Okay. So you guys want to move fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
We're almost there. I can feel it.
So as you guys are cruising along, faster than a normal pace, medium pace, you just, as you're running, you just kind of hear all of the animals scatter. Sorry, I'm pulling it from that. I have to move it far to the left because it's stupid.
I hate.
But you travel a couple hours this way, and finally you get to a point where... Sorry, what's that? You guys crossed the river, correct? At that bend? So you're on the
Sure.
Yes.
western side of the river?
Yes.
Okay. So you finally see what you would think is Camp Vengeance.
Map is dark.
Goddamn motherfuckers. Alright, so let's just do this. Sorry, I don't know why. it
I
doesn't-
can see it now.
Y'all should be
There
able to
it
see
goes.
now. Okay.
Yep.
So as you pull up to Camp Vengeance, you see this like huge wall of spikes sticking out from the dirt. You see a very deep valley, and you're coming in from like the north, so you're definitely coming in from like up here. And as you come in, you see one entrance. There's 2 guards posted at the very top, and the gates are closed.
The spikes are scary, but this is weird to say, but the guards are actually welcoming. How do we approach them? Because it's like late at night
Yes,
right now, right?
It's like 8, 9
Like-
at night.
Sun's already kind of gone down, and we're
Yeah.
So does this place look like a real military camp? Not like the fort up north.
You may have a perception check. So with a 15, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 guards that are posted on the corner of that you're closest to, so the northwest corner. They're dressed in moderately heavy armor, not like heavy plate mail, but like a chainmail, like a metallic looking armor. And they all have bows. So, and I would say as you get closer, you can see them flying a banner from the front. And I will show you that right now. And the banner that you see is that.
hey, isn't that
You have seen it before.
yeah, I haven't seen that. I wasn't with you guys when you found it.
I'm sure we would have showed everyone.
That's
Well,
what we
he's brought it
found.
up.
That's what we found at Camp Righteous in the one little house.
Isn't that flag looks familiar?
Yeah, that's the same symbol we saw at Camp Righteous.
And so, are you guys approaching, or are you kind of staying back?
Right now, I think I feel like we should stay back for now.
Yeah. Well, do we camp outside tonight and approach in the morning?
Azaka, I can't remember if we ever asked you. Do you know anything about the Order of the Gauntlet?
Well, I do know that they are good. They do what's right by the people. They do follow a god, a good god, and they don't look for fights, but they will settle them if it's brought to them.
So you think we'd be okay approaching them, see if we couldn't get shelter for the night, at the least?
I don't know. It may be smart to wait it out till morning. Because it looks like they haven't seen us yet.
What time is it again? You said 8, 9
It's
o'clock
like
at night.
8, 9, yeah. So sun has set at this point.
But it's not the middle of the night.
Correct.
I say we approach.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean-
I'm there.
It's either the guards or that monster.
Yeah. I say we approach. We take our chances with the people who follow the good God.
Yeah, I'm gonna sling my bow around my back and just be relatively unarmed.
Yep. I will unarm my crossbow.
Okay.
Sling it over my back.
Make our way down there.
Okay. So as you guys approach, you walk through this field area, and you get closer to the valley. It's hard to judge how deep that like moat is because it's filled with water from the rains. But as you kind of walk, you see as you get closer, just remains scattered everywhere. So charred bodies, charred beasts. A couple beasts you do see have been like harvested is a good way to put it. So for the meat, but you can't tell what the humanoids' bodies are. You can just tell that they're humanoid.
Looks. This is not inviting.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of
most
wait now.
soldiers' camps aren't inviting. I know from personal experience.
Most soldier camps don't have a bunch of bodies rotting outside the gates either.
Okay, so do we want to be stuck out here with the things that they burned alive? Or would you like to be nice and safe inside the walls with the things that can actually kill everything else? Listen, I ain't happy about this one bit. All right,
Just.
but
let's go in.
I'm feeling like we might have. At least I understand soldiering and how being stuck out in the middle of nowhere can make a man feel. I understand that. I don't understand this thing that's been fucking with us for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to not have to worry about watching my back 24/7 for at least tonight.
Yeah. I mean, we know what's out there, and it's not pretty. So I'm with you. I think we move forward. Be polite. See what that gets us. My mom always said, you know, use your manners.
So I think somebody else probably better handle the trying to be polite. That's not my forte.
Yeah, good idea, Vinny.
I'll do my best. But I'm a kid. I don't know how serious they'll take me.
How are drow regarded up?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, would they be like, oh, it's a filthy drow, just kill him?
Well, I mean, like, at least at Nine's are.
I would say 9's are
Tyler.
not as bad. I will say the Order of the Gauntlet are devout worshippees of like Torm and I think Tyr. And so they are actively against evil.
I will pull my hood low if I can wear one and say, Victon, maybe you ought to be the face of the party.
I can give it a try.
Okay. So as you guys kind of emerge out of this field, or out of the heavy jungle and into this kind of cleared cropping, you do see the guards notice you. They don't knock an arrow and point it at you, but they do watch you as you approach. So as you get closer, again, you see a lot of charred bodies. It does look like a battle of some sort happened here. you get a little bit further south, you do see 4 boats tied up. Very nice and neat. They appear to be the same boats we found at Camp Righteous. Same make, model, same owners and everything. And then as you approach this gatehouse, it stands 20 feet tall with, spiked logs that, surround the entire premises. The entryway is directly below that. It is a very heavy gate. And the 2 guards just stand there. They're watching you, but they're not actively approaching you.
Okay. And so what exactly are we going to Vengeance for? I feel like I've lost that, or I never really fully understood what our goal for Vengeance was. What led us here?
Right now, it's our lead on the Harpers, and the
And who are
Harpers
the-
know about the Soulmonger.
It was the very first lead we got.
Yeah.
When the party left the lady in Waterdeep, or in Baldur's Gate, she told us that we should seek out the Harpers because they were supposedly the last people who had seen the Soulmonger.
But
Okay.
I don't think we lead with that. I think we lead with we're weary travelers that need a
Oh.
bed.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I just want to make sure I understood what our goal here was, because I was confused on that.
We
So
don't even know if these are the Harpers, as we were just
Right.
told this is the last place they were seen. And I
Right.
think I remember Bob saying something that the Harpers haven't been seen in like forever.
Right.
This was just their last known base of operation.
So I think we get in the gates and find a bed. I call that a win, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, Victor, do your best.
So I'll walk up to the guards and just say, "Hey, we're some travelers. We're looking for a place to get some rest and kind of relax and get our bearings a little bit. Hey, can you guys help us out? Do you guys take in weary travelers such as ourselves?"
And the one guard, who is a native Cholton, he approaches closer to the the edge of the platform he's standing on. He's like, "Sorry, without express written orders from the captain, these gates stay shut."
And I'm guessing the captain is in there, isn't he? So we can't request a conversation with him or anything, could we?
I mean, yeah, the captain's in the captain's tent.
Mm-hmm.
Our orders keep this gate shut. I mean, I don't know if you looked around, but this place is a beacon to these fucking creatures that just constant attacks. I mean, you can probably see some of these bastards floating around in the water.
Well, we can certainly sympathize. We've come across plenty of monsters ourselves, so I understand. But we could really use a place to stay.
I mean, it's not a bed and breakfast here, boy.
I understand. Is there any way we can request an audience with your captain so we can talk to him? I'm not looking for any trouble. If anything comes up, we might even be willing to help fight if necessary. But we'd like to at least talk to your captain, see if we can find a way to make a deal and stay here
you guys
for a
are
little
fighters, you say. Well, I mean, why didn't you lead with that? Obviously, you can see these bodies around here. We don't just let any Joe Schmo in here. But yeah, I mean, fighters. Hold on, and he kind of nudges the other guy, and he just retreats.
Vinny's just staring a hole at him.
How is Azaka reacting to this? What's her body language?
I mean, she's standing there. She's not like actively like ready to fight or anything, but you can tell she's trying to not piss these guys off.
Okay.
So the other guy takes off. You see him kind of fade away and head downwards. Well, I mean, how about you give me about 20 minutes and we'll see what we can come up with.
Yeah, I think we can do that. We didn't want to alarm you, so we didn't want to come right out of the gates as fighters, since obviously some stuff has gone down here. So thank you. We'll wait. Do you mind if we wait right here, or do you need us a little bit out of your way?
I mean, whatever you want. You're
Okay.
fine. I mean, outside the gates is my orders. What you do out there, that's on you guys.
And we'll wait right here for him.
Come in
Thank
the
you very
gates,
much.
That's on me. Out there, that's on you.
I totally understand. We appreciate your help, and we look forward to seeing what happens. Thank you.
Okay, so let's take a quick 10 minute break.
Didn't come this way to find nothing. We're here for a reason. I'm
We didn't.
gonna
we didn't-
stay.
We didn't come this way to get conscripted.
I understand your viewpoint, but I think if as long as one or two of us stays here and we can get some information, it'll be of use, hopefully some use. And if not, well, we'll get out of this one way or another.
Can you open the gate for me, please?
Guard just shakes his head.
Shakes his head no? Or shakes his head up and down?
Sorry. Sorry. Orders are orders.
Damn,
Well,
this is what it's.
Gate
That's
doesn't open unless we're told.
Real quick, does their armor fit? Like, does it look like they're actual soldiers or killed the camp and took their armor and stuff?
Give me an insight check.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
and
And a perception. So we'll do both.
so while we're doing that, can we? I know we got like a description of the camp. Are there people? It's 8:00, 9:00 at night. It's not the middle of the night. Are there people bustling around? Is there, like, do we get can we get a view of how many people we can see?
Right now, you can see the guards on the towers. You can see. You could see into the tents, and you do see people there, not dead. They're there. They're sleeping. And so with a 17 perception check, you look around the camp, and you do see actual, like, made to fit armor on about a fourth of the people. So a fourth of the people are wearing Order of the Gauntlet armor. The other 3/4, so you put a rough estimate of about 50 people in this camp, from what you see in the tents, what you see on the guard posts, what you see, just milling about if there is any that come out of the tent to go back into another tent. You do see about 50 people. Okay, 3/4 of these people are wearing like ragtag maybe Cholton armor. So what you've seen in the port, they do look like Choltons, but there is a small percentage, 25% to be exact, wearing Order of the Gauntlet armor that looks like it's fitting. It does look absolutely like it was meant for them.
So when he shakes his head no at me, as I stare at him, I'm just gonna sit down on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm not
Silver-
losing eye contact with the guard at the gate.
Okay. Silver, Victon, and Binks. What are you guys doing?
I'm standing on the line next to Victon, kind of going back and forth from Vinny to Victon to Niles, just kind of like trying to read the situation
Ord.
here.
You have not
Ord.
met Niles.
Oh, sorry, Ord.
Niles is the commander. Ord is the dwarf that came out to talk with you.
Yep. I just read the
Ord.
wrong name. Sorry.
His armor it's the Order of the Gauntlet armor, right? He's
Yep.
one of them.
Yep.
Okay.
And Victon, what are you doing?
I'm looking around.
Are you on the line?
I am on the line still.
Okay, so
Um,
Silver.
yeah.
Vinny had just
Yeah.
you walked with Vinny.
Well, it's because I'm pretty sure they're going to take a look at a drow and think his head looks better on a steak. So,
So, I mean, some of these people have already gotten a look at you, and they haven't done anything yet.
well, I did pull my hood low. Have they? Does it appear that they've seen my face?
I did not realize that.
Hard to tell. I mean,
Okay.
the dwarf was walking amongst you guys, so he could see your skin. I would say.
Okay. I'll get on the line, towards the line.
Okay.
But still, like, hood as low as possible, just kind of shrunk up to look as innocent as possible.
Okay. So Zaka's with you as well. So Ord comes and walks over to you, Vinny, and he kind of kneels down next to you, and he's gonna say, "Now, I understand you may not like our authority here. I understand, whatever it is you don't like it here. Okay, but once you're in here, we just gotta account for everybody. We gotta make sure everybody's doing right. I tell you this because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to see anybody, whatever happens, I don't want that to happen, okay? You understand what I'm saying? Hello? I mean,
I understand. I did not come in here to become a soldier, and
now,
I understand it's very simple to just let me out.
I understand what you're saying, okay? These aren't my orders. I'm a very different commander than our current commander would be. I only tell you this in earshot of you because I don't want to break rank or anything. But my suggestion is you just play along. Commander's been out here for quite some time, and he's having some troubles. So he's been lashing out at kind of everybody, and I don't want it to be at you. You understand me?
I understand. I understand lashing out. I also understand that you outrank this god right here. And that you could order him to open the gate. I have done nothing to you. But I'm not going to stand on line because somebody in some fancy armor tells me to. I've been there. I think you can probably catch that. But we came here looking for some shelter. We offered to pitch in. We are not soldiers. We don't want to be soldiers. We have a mission. We're looking for some people. We were being hunted by the worst abomination I have ever seen, and it makes whatever you burned up outside of here looks like kids' toys.
Boy, I appreciate your candor here. Okay,
I'm not your boy.
but let me tell you something. All right, whatever happens in these gates, it's not up to you to decide that. You understand?
I do understand that, and
This is a military encampment. We follow the chain of command, and once you're here, then I don't make the decision to open that gate. Okay, Niles makes that decision. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I bring Niles out here, and you have a little pissy attitude, he's not gonna be as nice as I am. All right. So this is the good side of me. I suggest you make nice, play along, and we can get you on your way. You understand?
can I insight check him?
Yeah, 100%.
I specifically want to know if I if I believe him that I'll be able to go on my way. That's 6.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to read. So with a 6, it's hard to read. You do get the feeling that he's being genuine with you. He's not trying to hide it. You know, you could tell the way he's talking to you versus the way he talks to anybody else is different. He's trying to give you helpful advice.
Vinny will stand up and Vinny will stand up and move out of the line.
He's like, thank you. Okay, it's gonna make this whole thing go a whole lot easier. And he walks back and addresses everybody. He's like, all right. So he comes in closer, so he's not talking loud, but he's like, I'm gonna start off by apologizing. All right, I understand we may have gotten off on the wrong foot here, but this is a military encampment. We are in duress. We've sent a few. The 4 boats we got out there, that's about half of what, or that's, we used to have double that number. We sent 4 up to the port. They haven't come back. All right. We are desperately low on supplies. What I can offer you guys is 2 boats to Port Nyanzaru with two of my guards here. Help us get some supplies, come back. We call everything square.
Port Nyanzaru, huh?
That seems like a pretty big venture for one night in a tent.
Well, he's gonna say, "All right, y'all come over here with me, okay?" And so he takes you to the northernmost tent, the circular tent, and he kind of pulls back the thing. He's like, "All right, poke your head in here, please." As you look in, you see one Cholton lady who's dressed in like priestess garb, and she's kind of knelt down across the cot, like tending to sick. In this tent, you see 10 people in cots that look terrible, and so he's like, "All right, now come down here with me." So he closes that tent, and he takes you to the southern tent, pulls that across. You see another 10 people in here, on cots, that look terrible. So there's another Cholton lady in here that's not as nicely dressed as the other one in the northern tent. Maybe lower rank or lower, status in the church or something. Tending to these people as well. And as you look at these people, like, like just sick and disgusting.
What?
What the fuck are you doing?
So, yeah, you have sick. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, what you want us to do versus what we are receiving is not balanced. You want us to go all the way to Port Nyanzaru and back. It took us forever to get out here. I don't know that we can help in that way. I mean, where we can help is my bow, Vinny's bow, our long swords. We can help, but rowing a boat is not what we're here for.
What happens if we say no?
He's like, that's really what I was hoping you wouldn't say now. Okay. So underneath each one of these guard towers is a prison. Okay. You say no. I can assure you, I've seen this happen before. You're not the only adventurers, okay, that have come through here. I've seen it before. What's going to happen? Commander Niles there. He kind of steps back. Like, he looks up as if he's finding the right word to say. He's not. He's kind of lost it. Okay.
So then why are you following his orders?
Chain of command.
I understand chain of command.
Do you see all of these other guys? And he points to everybody on the walls. He's like, do you see these other guys back here in that shiny armor? They all still follow him, okay? So, it's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. You come in here, you don't want help, you want free shit. Okay, I get it. It's dangerous out there.
We didn't say free. We offered to pitch in.
And I mean, I'm telling you what you can do to pitch in. All right, I understand.
Okay.
I got guards that can shoot undead.
Well,
I don't give a
sounds
shit.
like we don't have a choice. So
Well, I
guess we're
mean,
leaving the
you always
morning.
got a choice. Let me tell you that. You got a choice on what you want to do. I'm just giving you the outcome of both choices.
so you soldier people don't understand choice.
Part of that's true.
We're
So-
pretty much alone with this guy, yeah? It's like just us and him?
You're still kind of near the tent, the southernmost circular tent.
Okay.
So there are people in the tent, but he's talking quietly enough that you only can hear it from what you would guess.
Well, guess we leave in the morning.
Yep. Can if that's our only choice. I mean, we are in dire straits, so
How many, was it just us that you're wanting to send back to Port Nyanzaru, or were
We
you
said
gonna...
two guards.
Two guards? Alright,
They're
I
gonna
think
need
that's
somebody
something I
to
can
row the
handle.
boats for them.
that's something I can handle. I think we've reached an agreement.
yeah.
Good guys. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna set you up with a bunk. Hopefully it stops raining in the morning. Meet your two guards that you're gonna escort, and then I need you to reach out. Excuse me. Sorry, burp came up.
I burped a little bit. Sorry about that.
Burp a little bit, guys. I need you to reach out to there's a contact as you hit the port. He's wearing an Order of the Gauntlet insignia, okay? Reach out to him. He'll get you what you need, and you get your asses back here.
What's the contact's name?
His name is Jeffrey.
I hate that name.
Okay. And so he takes you over to a tent. There is one empty tent. He's like, guys, I'm sorry. We got one tent. It's going to be tight, but there's no rain. No bugs. It'll be good. We'll talk in the morning, okay?
Okay.
So
And he hands you, the key to the tent. And walks away.
okay, I'm gonna go in the tent.
Yeah, I'll follow him in.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword, and start sharpening it.
Are we? Do you think we can talk? Like,
I'm just gonna shake my head no.
no.
But I'm gonna stare
You
a
could
hole
pay
in
for
Vinny.
money.
I'm gonna
Where-
stare a hole in Vinny and try my best to communicate with just my eyes while I sharpen my sword.
You're staring at
Or not
hole
with
in
Vinny,
yourself.
with Binks. With Binks.
Are we on the same page? Thinking
Silver will just cover... yeah, Silver will just cover Finks' mouth, and then nod.
Azaka's gonna be like, I guess. I got the same vibe you did. of the camp and figure it out from there.
You guys.
You can't do that.
Oh, we were all fucking thinking it.
No. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
We know exactly what we're
Yeah,
thinking.
surely the party's been together long enough where, like, half a day.
All right.
We are not. Like I said, I'm doing my best to communicate by sharpening my sword and not saying a word. No, I'm not even doing that. I don't need to do that.
Okay. So, how are you guys sleeping?
Not well.
Eyes closed, laying down.
Is there a lookout? I mean, smart
Oh,
ass
yeah.
aside, is there a lookout?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Probably just one.
Lookout.
If I have to stay up all night, I'm not.
No, I'm sure just one at a time. I don't think
I-
we need to be as careful.
Okay, I will take the point of exhaustion. I'm not sleeping.
You're okay.
Well, I'll take my 4 hours in my hypnotic trance. But then I'll be up the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'll alternate it with Binks, but do the same.
Okay. So, all right, first shift. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is it with advantage since I'm not sleeping?
Was somebody else up with you?
Oh, I don't know. If they're not, then
I'll stay up with him at first, just to keep him company.
Yes. It is with advantage.
all right. I'll take the perception roll for the first one.
Okay. So, as you're like sitting up, sharpening your knife, the tent does open, and in comes the like priestess that was in the northern tent, and it's a Chalton female in like a high priestess garb, and she comes in and she's like, she puts her hand directly to your mouth. She's like, listen to what I'm going to tell you. Okay, I understand. This is not the ideal situation, but camp righteous aside, there are dying people here. I implore you to do your best. Okay? Niles has lost it. He is not fit to do this job, and he has been going a little stir crazy, okay? So I just ask you, do right by the people here. And anything I can do to help you, you just let me know. And she takes her hand away.
I say, yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you guys, everything you've done. I know the gauntlet can be a little uptight, you know. Ord is doing his best. He's following orders. He's not a bad guy. He comes off. He's following the orders. Okay.
That's what most soldiers do. That's why things never get better.
She's like, I just want to say thank you again.
I look her dead in the eye and I say, you're welcome.
And she walks out. Okay, so the rest of your first shift goes off without a hitch. Second shift, a couple hours go by, nothing. At one point you hear guards, maybe shift change. Can't really get a good look from where you're at in your tent. But you can hear them shuffling, you can hear them up and down the wooden ladders. You hear some goats at some point. Second shift goes off without a hitch. Third shift, same thing. Sun starts to rise. What do you guys want to do?
Let's get up and find Ord.
Yeah, we don't want to waste a whole lot of time here.
It's a 4 nights sleep. Yeah, let's beat them to it.
Okay, so as you wake up, you see Ord in front of the commander's tent, and you also see Niles out of the commander's tent, who is a tall human male. He is not Cholton, so he does have a paler complexion. He does don his fancy commander armor. You guys want to go up to him?
No. I will wait for orders.
Okay, so I mean, as you guys are kind of near your tent, you see Ord.
What are you doing?
Who?
I don't know. My character sheet keeps scrolling, and children is like way off my sheet all of a sudden. And it kept scrolling up and down without me touching the mouse at all. So I thought maybe
Not
you were
me,
doing
not
something.
me.
You've been hacked.
It just
Gremlins.
moved again.
They've
Children
come for
just
your.
moved.
They've come for your character sheet.
Yeah, not me. I don't have yours open.
Okay,
So-
it just disappeared.
Maybe you want to refresh
It's-
Roll20.
It's the Oni.
It's the only.
Sorry. Anyway,
No, you're okay. So you see Ord talking with Niles, and you see him kind of pointing back to your direction. And then, eventually, as you guys are just standing there, he kind of waves you in.
Victon, you mind taking the lead on this?
I'll walk. I'm taking the lead.
I said, I don't know. That's a good idea, but
I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm following.
Okay, so
Same.
Ord's like, Niles, these are Commander Niles. These are guys I was telling you about. They said they'd offer to help with the supply run to Port Nyanzaru. And Niles is like, great. We are fresh out of all of our supplies, as Ord probably told you, and I'm so glad you guys came along.
Happy to be of service, sir.
I am Commander Niles. You are
My name is Eldrick.
Zeldrich?
Eldrick.
Eldrick. Nice to meet you. I look forward to having, your guys' services in the camp here. Obviously after you get back. And he points to you, Vix, and he's like, what's your name?
my name is Victon Adder.
Victon Adder.
Yes, sir.
It's an interesting name. It's
Thank you.
so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you
and he
too.
points to you, Binks. He's like, and the boy here?
My name's Binks.
Sorry, son, could you speak up? Stand up straight and project.
It's Binks.
Much better.
Yeah.
He actually he walks around you in circles a little bit.
Around me personally, or the group?
Yeah, just you. He's like, I could see officer in your future. He's like, after you guys get back,
Yeah, after.
come to the tent and I'll, I can get you the best classes. I mean, you're handy with a bow already. I can see that. I mean, it just makes sense. We'll get you set up at at the school in Fort Nanzaro for officer training.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And then he has like it's like a stick, almost like a cane. He kind of puts it under your chin to get you to lift your stand up straight. Yeah, you have a bright future. Then he walks to you, Silver. He's like, "Do you have a name?"
Name Silver.
And he stops at you and he looks and he goes, I don't see many of your type around here.
Don't see many of your type around here either.
Huh. He kind of looks around. He's like, I mean, I'm all over the place. You're right. I do stand out to an extent, but I was talking more about. And he points to your skin. Are the stories true that
That we're all hung like horses?
No,
That's a
no.
fact.
I will caution your response here, but is it true that you all murder normal like us? Is that true? I mean, you steal babies in the night.
From where I lived, I heard just as many stories about those who dwelled in the sun.
Well, I can assure you, I've never stolen a baby.
I can do the same. Sounds like we're a kindred spirit.
Yes, it does. And he kind of walks just past Azaka, and then he goes back to where he's like, this group will do fine. Send him with our. It's like not our best cards. But let's send him with them. They look like they can handle themselves. And I was like, all right, well let's mosey on out of here. Let's pack up. Boats are ready. Just gotta get two guards to come with you. You all ready?
We're ready, sir.
I mean, you guys are awful stripped for capable men, and we're more than capable to drive a boat.
Yeah.
Especially if you see officership for the young one.
Well, you haven't entirely earned my trust yet. So come back. My two guards come back with you, and we'll revisit your service alone. Do we have a deal?
Yes, sir.
I like the cut of his jib. You said he was the difficult one. You're right, sir. All right, let's. And he kind of shoves you guys quickly. All right, let's get out of here. And kind of in your peripheral vision, you see Niles head back into his commander's camp. All right, sorry about that, guys. Because he's kind of lost it. But walks you through the gate. Here are your boats. There's your two guards. Just ask you to do what you can.
Before we go,
We'll do our best, sir. But I would like to remind you, he's what? So it's commander and captain?
Oh, he didn't give a title. He's just said he's second in command.
I will remind you that it is every second in command's responsibility to understand when the duties of the first, when the when the first in command is no longer able to perform their duties. What you do with that information is up to you.
You're right. I appreciate what you're saying, but you know, we're gonna ride this out because mutiny here in the Order of the Gauntlet isn't looked too highly amongst the rest of the different factions we have, right? So I appreciate your advice. I'm gonna do me. You guys go do you. Well, like, you guys are gonna do me too because you do what I need you to. So appreciate it. Head on down river, and we'll see you guys in a week or so.
Before we do go, you heard anything about the Harpers or where they might be?
Harpers. I mean, yeah, those guys are reckless. They think they're operating all stealth-like, but they just go looking for trouble, I think.
Banks, did you have any more questions about the Harpers or whatever it was that brought you to Chult?
You're on mute.
There we go.
There you go, love.
With the Harpers being reckless, are we in danger of running into them on our way?
I mean, you're not.
I mean,
Harpers,
where should we stay away from, I guess?
Harpers technically go after the wrongdoings of people, but they don't do it the same way that we do it, right? So we wait until it happens. Harpers think they can predict it. You know, I don't really buy into that. So we're kind of there in a reactionary mode, but they try to be proactive. As long as you're not going to do anything wrong, should be fine.
So are they around here? Like, are they close by?
I mean,
Hold up somewhere?
it's hard to tell now. Okay, Harpers they're kind of like a clandestine faction, right? So they could be anywhere, they could be everywhere. You just gotta find the right person to talk to. All right, y'all ready? Shove on out of here. Soon you go,
Yes,
soon you get back. Resolve this
Yes,
whole
sir.
thing.
Yes, sir.
I think we're ready.
Will we need anything to prove to this guy in the port that we are with you, or will your guards take care of that?
Just two guards right here. Okay,
Okay.
you're just an escort. All right, you're gonna let them do the talking. I mean, I know y'all think you got away with words, but we're just gonna let them do the talking. Let them. You can even let them pack up the supplies. I don't care. We just gotta get them there. Okay.
I think we can handle it. Then I'm good.
So I just want to say thank you guys. I know we didn't start off on the right foot, but I think we're gonna have a very bright future together.
Hey, the left foot is still a foot.
Like cocks his head. He's like, I don't understand you guys. He turns around and kind of starts heading in.
How are the guards getting in the boats?
How are they?
One in each boat?
I mean, they're good.
1 foot in front of.
No. Is there one in each boat? Are they both in the same boat?
Genuinely jovial. There's one in each boat. Yeah, one in each boat. So as you kind of look over these guards, they're average on all accounts. So average height, average weight. They don't look like they would fare too well in a fight. They kind of look like they've been sick for a little bit. He's like, "Come on, guys, you ready to go?"
I'll take a seat in like the back of the boat. Of one of them.
I'll seat myself behind one of the guards.
I mean, would one of you guys be able to row? Me and my partner here, we haven't been feeling too well lately. I don't think
I'm just-
it would be the best for us to row.
I'm just a kid. I can't do anything.
I can row.
Okay, so Travis is gonna row one boat. Who's got the other?
Azaka's got the other.
Okay, so she steps right up.
Silver, where are you sitting?
I'll also position myself behind one of the guards if I can.
You guys gonna murder my guards?
Let's just start rowing.
Okay, so as you guys it's easier going downriver than before. So these guys are kind of in the front, looking back at you guys. Who's keeping an eye out?
Well, if they are facing backwards, away from the water, then I am sitting in the front of the boat behind the guard.
I don't think they would let you do that. So if you're going to sit in the front, they're going to sit in the back facing you, type deal. You know what I mean?
No?
So when they first got in, they went to the very front of the tip of the boat, and it's not like they're going to let you just squeeze right into that little tiny spot. You know what I mean?
All right.
And so the moment that you would try and walk up to the front, they would just trade spots with you and go to the back.
I understand. Then I will sit directly facing in front of the guard.
Like
In the middle
fucking
of the
right
boat.
here.
Not right there, but I don't feel that these are large boats, right? These are canoes
Yeah, these are
or
pretty small
rowboats.
They
Okay.
can fit like 3 to 4 comfortably, but it gets it's butts to nuts after that.
And we are in the river. We are going with the current
Yes.
towards the port.
Yes. So who's keeping a lookout?
Well, I guess if they're facing, well, okay. So let's think about this. We got the guard and Victon on the rowboat on the oars in mine, plus me.
Yep.
In the other boat, we've got the guard and Azaka on the oars, with Silver in front of the guard. Binks, where are you?
I was in the back of the boat.
Vinny's boat or Victon's boat?
I think it was Victon's.
Okay. So who's is anybody looking out? Or are you guys just fucking dead focused, laser focused on these guards?
I can't speak for the rest of the party. I'm laser focused on the guard. Binks would probably be the only person who's
Yeah, I'd be
actually
looking at.
watching out.
Okay. Silver, you look out in the other boat.
I'll keep an eye open,
So
but I'm also prepared to murder the guards once.
so you will probably be like a disadvantage lookout.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'd like to know when we get about a half day away
From Port Nine Zaru?
from Camp
Okay.
Vengeance.
Makes sense. So, let me pull you guys back to here. So you guys are going for a couple hours. Binks and Silver, give me a perception check. Silver, yours will be at disadvantage.
9.
9.
9. Into 9.
My computer's loading. I'm just staring at a black screen.
Would you like me to roll it for you?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not sure how long it'll take. No, there it goes.
Well, you got 20 on my end, so...
I'll take that.
So, as you guys are rowing down, tucked back in the jungle, probably 40 feet, to where you could barely see it, you do make out the Oni. And as you guys are kind of cruising by, he just kind of...
I will pass that along to everyone else. Well, boys, it seems that our Oni friend is following us. I don't think we can get to him. How far into the forest did you say he was? 40 feet?
Probably 40 feet from the bank into the forest.
Yeah.
But you guys are in almost dead center, so it's probably 50 to 60 feet.
Is he moving, or is it he's pulling the like, we pass in front of a tree and he's gone, or like?
He's kind of tucked behind a tree, and just kind of slowly waves at you as you walk by, or as you row by, and then you kind of look back and double take, and he's gone.
Fucker. Well, make sure to keep your eyes out. He's there. He's following us.
I mean, I would almost say he's everywhere at this point, right? And
Is that Azaka talking?
Yeah, you do sense
Okay.
some panic in her voice. And it's not typical Azaka voice. She's very confident and very, headstrong. But in this, you do sense that panic. And to get a good idea, I did post what I feel like you would be doing in the chat.
Nice.
Lady fingers.
That Pennywise clip is seriously my favorite. Alright. So you're a couple hours away from camp at this point.
Alright.
So, you guys travel out here in the jungles often?
Yeah, in fact, have you guys ever been out of Camp Vengeance very often? You feel kind of comfortable to sail the rest of the way to Port Nyanzaru if we were to take a nap or something?
I mean, yeah, we've done a few tours outside of camp area. It was more like we go and kind of hunt, the undead creatures that are out there. But
I'm gonna bum rush my guard and try and push him into the water.
Oh man, I was just gonna let him walk out. All right, I'll focus up a some sort of attack.
So you two are in different boats, though. So
yeah, I'm aiming at once he rushes his guy. I assume see that.
Yeah, no.
Pull
give me a strength check.
Actually, no. I'm going to stab him with my short sword.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and
23.
that hits.
8 points.
Okay, so Silver, go ahead and do yours.
Oh, I was just gonna hold it up to try to intimidate him and say, unless you want to go the same way as your buddy, hand me that oar. We're getting out here, boy.
Okay, so roll an intimidation check, and Devin, as you kind of just lunge as this guy starts talking, you just catch him right between the ribs. He's, what was that for? And he just falls dead onto your short sword, kind of in your hand is just the only thing holding him up at this point.
Okay. I'll pull out my short sword and throw him in the water.
Okay, and so as this is going down in, you kind of have a little bit of magic coming off your hand. You're not fully casting the spell, but it's there and the aura is there. This guy's like, oh, what the fuck? And he just jumps.
I pull out my crossbow and take a shot at him.
Okay. So, I'll ask another DM here. How do you do water when somebody's in the water? Do you
Unless
do
he,
advantage or?
unless he got far enough to dive, I would just let him have the straight attack.
Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's fair. Okay, so he dives underwater, and you just see this shoot right past him. You don't see him surface.
Did I see it shoot past him, or?
Yeah, you see it miss. But you don't see it surface. So imagine the water being like the Amazon River. So it's just this murky brown and
okay.
And you can't see down through it. Especially with all the rain and the dirt that's kind of washed into this. So you don't ever see him surface, and you guys are kind of just slowly meandering with the current because nobody's actively rowing at this point.
Can I reload and take another shot where I saw him go under?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck.
Yeah, you quickly just reload, shoot it. At this point, you're probably 50 to 100 feet downriver, and you finally see his head pop up, and he's swimming to shore. And he's running.
I have a long range shot, so it's disadvantage of 400 feet.
Yeah, I'm taking a shot as well.
Okay.
And I don't. Let's see. With my sharpshooter, I get some shit. Let me make sure.
Oh yeah, attacking at long range doesn't
Yeah.
pose disadvantage.
Yep. Same.
Okay, I'm gonna say he's gonna have probably half coverage at this point because he's
Sharpshooter ignores half coverage.
Yeah,
So-
ignore half coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, basically we have, because we're sharpshooter, we have pinpoint accuracy, even at long range.
Right.
The only cover that it ignores half and 3/4. Full cover is the only cover that it doesn't ignore.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of.
OPAF.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
I did. 19 hits.
I have
With
15.
5 piercing.
15 does not hit. 19 hits. And you hit him like in the leg. He's not dead, and I would say another. If we were to think of this in like actual round combats, you guys are traveling probably 50 feet a second, and he's around, and he's traveling another 30 away from you, and now he is into the jungle.
Let's beach the boats. He's owning meat at this point, boys.
Yeah, the likelihood of him making it back a half day with it injured, with a bum leg, and the Oni out there.
But why would the Oni go after him? He's after us.
Well, with anything out there, there's
Scare tactics.
Yeah, the
Well,
fucking.
can
plane's
we
gonna-
beach the boats real quick? That way
Yeah.
we stop moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the other oar with Victon and row the boats over to the side.
Okay. So yeah, you guys quickly go. Are you going west or east bank?
East.
He went out onto the west bank.
We're going to the east.
Okay.
I
So you
think,
guys.
right, guys? Right?
I was thinking, as we're looking at the map, the right-hand side.
Okay.
Yes, east.
Camp Righteous side.
Okay. So you guys beach the boats real quick. You can no longer see him. Pretty safe assumption. He's probably not going to make it through. A half day on boat is like a long day, a full day walking. Probably a day and a half with a bum.
And we hit him in the leg, too. Yeah.
So you guys are pretty confident he's not going to make it back. So what do you want to do now?
Fuck. We were headed to Kirsabal, weren't we? In Victon's place on the way.
That's the plan.
How much time has passed since we left Vengeance or Righteous?
Afternoon.
2 days.
We went 2 days. So we still have 12 days until I was
Yes.
supposed to meet up with that guy.
Yes.
And about how long was it going to take to get to Victon's place of residence?
It's kind of on the way to
I
Cursible.
thought we
Yeah.
said 10 days.
So it's about 10 to 13 to Cursible, depending on what road you go. I mean, I'm not going to hold you directly to fucking 14 days.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not, narratively fun.
Good storytelling.
Oh, you guys are 12 and a half.
And you're 4 hours late. He's not there anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be, narratively, it's going to be whenever you get there. I'm not, mechanically, I'm not worried about that per se.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
So that
I don't know
just
what
happened.
to do anymore.
So that just happened.
I say that we head to Victon's place, Kirsabal after that, and with any extra time we get, we go Oni hunting. We need to put him on our game, not us playing his. Vinny, you're the hunter. What would you do?
Well, we got no supplies. You know what? My brain's not in this right now. Let's just start walking.
Yeah, maybe it's better we don't make a plan. Every time we do, we get shit on.
Have we made a plan yet besides go to Camp Vengeance?
Well, it was going to be take a nap and get some supplies at Camp Vengeance, and
And then we got conscripted.
How'd that work out for
that
you?
didn't work. It
So,
didn't work,
'cause-
but we need
As
to
August-
get away from here.
She's gonna step up. She's like, I've been to Crucible. It is directly east of here. I say we just head straight through there.
I
Any
agree.
other way? I think north south is not going to be. You guys are more. You guys are where the. Right here.
The red circle is.
Oh, can
Are
you
we
see
gonna
my
cut
arrow?
through the jungle, or are we gonna go roundabout?
Shortest path, straight line.
Yeah, unless there's zombie spewing T-Rexes in the middle of it.
Or an Oni.
I mean,
I mean, do we take the chance of following the river? Because if we follow the river, we're gonna pass by Camp Vengeance again. Do we go through the jungles where God knows what's in the jungles? I mean, I really don't see another way.
I vote jungle.
I don't want to get caught by those fuckers, so we're going to the jungle.
I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure we're all on the same boat, that we're cutting through uncharted territory.
Let's walk.
Azak is gonna say, I have gone through here before. Yes, there are creatures in here. I mean, zombie T-Rexes, probably not, but there are things in here. It's no different than where we've traveled before.
I agree. I'm just gonna start walking.
Okay.
Get my
Okay.
bag, get my gear out of the boat, and start walking.
She's gonna say, I think for once I agree with Vinny. That we need to move. And I can tell you that if we, I know the Order of the Gauntlet guys from Port Nines are. If we piss these guys off, they're not gonna back down. We are now a wanted target for them.
Nothing new for us. We got kicked out of the port, so
I mean,
Basically,
the
we
jungle
gotta
it
get-
is.
Nearest Port 9 Zara, or not at all?
Let's go through the jungle.
okay, well, let's move. That directly that path, yes.
Yeah, straight line, right, Vinny?
All right.
I'm,
So
I'm just walking.
we're at about a half hour here. So you're 3 o'clock. Or you guys want to go a half day and then rest? Do you want to rest? How do you guys want to do this?
No. We'll go a half day and rest. But as we're walking, I want to ask Silver, okay, could I see that jug?
Yeah, that's no problem as long as you're not getting wasty face.
Can I just see the jug, please?
As long as you're not getting wasty face, we can't cut through the jungle and have you hammered when we got an Oni tracking us and whatever the hell else is out there that we haven't seen yet.
Is that a yes or no?
I'm still waiting for your answer.
All right, I'll just keep walking.
Okay. So as you guys are walking, Azak is like, wow, you guys definitely are an adventurer in it of yourselves. I don't think I've had this much fun in years.
Fun. Was that fucking fun to you?
Well, I mean, if you're not having fun, what are you having?
Look, you don't.
We all almost died at this fucking crocodile man thing. Okay, while you
don't.
guys were in there setting off traps, I was out there fucking fighting goblins. We're getting hunted by this goddamn fucking nightmare, and we almost got fucking court-martialed by fucking Order of the Gauntlet. I mean, I'm having fun. Yeah,
Well,
it's great.
I'm glad that one of us is. Glad that was a real rip roaring time for you.
Well, I mean, what are you having then, Vinny? Are you gonna pout, or are we gonna move on and get this done?
Am I not walking?
I mean, you're not normal Vinny. You're kind of pouty Vinny. I mean, we're here for you, Vinny. I think at this point we've all grown accustomed to each other, and it's almost a relationship that we can't live without. So if we don't work together, we don't live together, right?
Look, I told you about my problems with the soldier in business. All right, that was pretty close to me having found my way out of hell, only to find my way back there. All right, that wasn't fun. That was my nightmare, and I just killed an innocent man to get out of that nightmare.
Vinny, look around you. Nobody here doesn't have a sad story. Look at and
It's not.
I would say at this point she is trying to walk faster than the party, so it's just you, her, and Vinny. She points back and says, "Look at the boy. I mean, he's literally lost everybody he's ever known here. He saw one of his best friends. He didn't see him murdered, but he saw the mutilated body. I get you have your issues. We all do. We're all here for some reason. We all need each other, and we all need to help pull each other out of the ditch."
Yeah. I'm not asking. I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm not asking for a pity party. I'm just asking for some fucking quiet, and let's not make a joke about what just happened. That's all I'm asking. And that's not a big ask.
She puts her arm around you and goes, "I understand, Vinny.
Thank you.
We do this together."
Thank you. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Do I see any plants that might make me feel a little better?
Give me a nature check.
Fuck.
You see some plants. So with a 5, you see there are all kinds of plants. And if your goal is to take something, you know there are plants in the jungle that will give you,
Diarrhea.
it will give you a
An upset stomach.
different state of mind.
All right. I'm gonna grab one and start kind of chewing on it. Wait. I want to make sure I understand.
No. I'm laughing at the fucking
The picture.
No, I'm behind. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm going to. So when you say a different state of mind, well, I mean, I got a 5. I don't know. I'm not gonna take the chance. I don't want to be I don't want to trip balls. I just like to feel a little better.
What about drinking some alcohol from that thing that we got? It shouldn't have refilled after we long rested.
I asked for it, but Mama Bear over there said no. But I'm not having that. I'm not having that conversation. Like I didn't have like
I'm not telling you guys I'm looking for the plant, like, for something. So.
I meant that out of character.
Oh, okay,
didn't
I
know
got you.
had asked. Sorry.
I got you.
did
Yeah,
not
no,
think I
I asked him for the jug, and he said no. So, you know what? Fuck it, I'm grabbing the plant.
Okay.
Pull the plant out. Splash some water on the roots of it. Snap off it. Start chewing on the roots.
Okay. So yeah, you find this plant that has this flowering blossom at the top. It's a bright orange blossom. You know that there are plants in the jungle that do give you a different state of mind. As you start chewing on this plant, you don't feel anything right away. I mean, it's just at this point, you just assume you're chewing on the root.
Alright. I'll just spit it out. Keep walking. Quietly.
We're all just walking quietly.
Okay. I think we're all searching for memes. Okay, so as you guys are walking, who's lookout, who's scout?
I'll do scout.
Okay. So give me a perception check for scout, and then lookout.
Perception check for scout. 7. Rolls are shit tonight. At least mine.
Call it that.
Am I taking it? I guess. Fuck.
So as you guys are traveling this half day, again through the rain, and you're starting to get into this dense canopy. You have no sense of time anymore because the canopy is so thick that you can't see the sun. And you walk for what you would assume is about a half day, and you find a spot. And you make some camp.
Yeah,
Alright.
no messing around. Let's make camp. Let's get up and go. Like,
I
Alright,
do
so
want to say though, Camp Vengeance, you guys
no, we
handled-
did
don't
fine.
say it, don't say it, don't
handled
say
that
it.
perfectly.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No regrets.
No, you guys handled that perfectly. Oh, Jesus. It's like hot as balls right here.
It's really fucking hot in our house too. So we're making camp.
Copies.
Yeah, Binks is kind of like, when mom and dad are fighting, the kid just kind of sinks into the corner of the house, and he's just being seen and not heard.
I'm gonna go out,
He's
try
not
and
gonna
find
stir
us.
up too much.
I'm gonna go out, try and find us something to eat, something to kill. Staying close to the camp. It's in my eyesight.
Okay. Yeah, so as you're kind of walking through the camp, you don't find anything in your immediate vicinity. Maybe everybody's being too loud and has scared it off.
That's fine.
And at this point, the thunder rolls back in.
What about
Lightning
How could I attempt to look for plants again?
Sure.
17.
Okay. You find a plant that looks a lot like an aloe vera plant that you initially pointed out to Binks. You know that plant takes the edge off. It makes it so that, your feelings aren't as
If it's
dramatic.
ingested. If it's ingested.
If it's ingested. Yeah, you could. It's exactly like an aloe vera plant. You can pop it and eat the aloe vera like juice,
The goo.
the goo. No, that's not
Gel.
what it is. Gel. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So as you do that, you just to pop it, squeeze it, just like a freeze pop. Get all of it out and you ingest
Pop it. Twist it. Shake it.
Just,
We get derailed a lot tonight.
yeah, you suddenly don't feel as bad. You just feel kind of neutral across the board.
All right. Well, I'll go back to camp. Everybody, that was a bust. Didn't find anything. Sorry, guys.
That's a shame.
I'm gonna grab a little more of the plant too. Just have it in my pocket.
Okay. So, gonna fast forward here, so we're not traveling all night.
Yeah.
You guys have your watches. Everything goes off without a hitch. Throughout the night, you maybe see some lizards, some spiders, some shit like that. You travel another day, no issues. And so you guys are moving down this way. Again, travel through the night. Somebody give me a perception check.
I will not. My rolls are shit tonight. Unless
I can.
you want me to.
I can.
So
17.
on one of your watches, you guys set up the same perimeter you've been doing. You think you hear something. You can't really tell. You being kind of paranoid. You think it's there. You go and investigate a little bit. Staying close to camp. You can't find anything. You don't find any footprints. You don't find anything. Maybe at this point, maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe it's just wind. You don't know. Because at this point, it's been raining for like 4 days, 5 days straight. But
Okay.
night goes off without a hitch. Okay. So you guys make it another day of long, arduous travel. It's thick jungle brush, as you guys have been, for the past couple days. You do see, in the distance, you see, like, stupid undead. But you're able to stay far enough away.
Like mindless undead.
Yeah. So like a
Okay,
zombie.
gotcha.
here
They're
and
just
there.
shambling.
It doesn't engage you. You guys maybe are quiet enough. It doesn't smell you. It doesn't sense you. Again, night goes off without a hitch. And we're gonna fast forward to
What did you do to it? There it goes.
you're gonna fast forward to here. So five more days, pure rain. Suddenly, on that like 7th day into the jungle, rain stops. Where'd it go? Okay.
So is it morning time?
It will say it's morning. You guys just wake up.
Finally, like the rain has stopped. Does that mean it's
Finally.
good? It's going to be a good day.
think it'll be about as good as every other one we've had here. What do you say?
Not the answer I was looking for.
So I'll grab some more of that plant out of my pocket. Take some more of it.
Okay.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are we noticing that you're taking that?
I think I'm trying to be sneaky about it.
Okay.
Do you guys
So-
want to see if he's trying to do it, or are you good without?
Yeah, since I was talking, since we had a conversation, I imagine I was looking somewhere in your direction.
So sleight of hand check.
Okay. Beat
were
that,
smooth.
motherfucker. 24,
Being
motherfucker.
so good at it, he kind of just slowly goes.
Was that like a
It's like a
what is
goat.
that yogurt? Yeah.
So as you guys are packing up, not leisurely, but you're packing up, a group of grungs approaches you.
Grungs are those little frog dudes, right?
Yes.
Was Victon around? Am I the only one that
You're
encountered
the
that?
only one that
I
encountered that.
not no.
All right. Does anybody else?
Do I have any experience with grungs?
Give me a history check. You do, but not. You know of them. You've seen them in the jungle. You haven't experienced them up close and personal.
Do they see us?
Since
Yes, they are. So there's 6 grungs walking up to you. They have their weapons sheathed, and they're kind of like, "Hello, hello, hello."
And are they speaking common?
Yep.
hello.
Hi. He's kind of searching. Please help. Help.
What do you need help with? And I'm gonna put my hand on the hilt of my sword just in case.
And he sees it. He's like, "Yeah." And he kind of mimics this little frog thing. Just mimics this zombie. He's like, "Help."
Yeah, I close by.
Follow.
Insight check.
Yeah, can I do an insight check?
Yeah.
Just
go ahead.
knowing that the last time I encountered these guys, they attacked us. Fart.
Fucking hell. It's fucking roll 20. God damn.
So a 4
Shit
and a
on
1. You can't get a read on them. So Binks, you're kind of hesitant because you know
Right.
what they've done in the past, but you can't get a read on him because 1, he doesn't have the same body language as you, because he's a frog, and 2, he's genuinely like asking for your help. And he grabs Victon with the bottom hand, so not the skin. He's like, "Help!" Like he grabs your hand with his hand,
Because their skin's poisonous.
the bottom of his hand. So yeah, not the poison side. The sticky side that wouldn't have poison on it.
Can I use my divine smite and sense if there's any evil afoot right around with these guys? Since it's
Divine
used for
sense.
sensing strong evil.
Yeah, divine sense.
I thought he was gonna just
Well, it
murder
says
the quick
fight on
time.
He grabs his hand. He's just like, kapow!
Hey, that's just what my sheet says.
We'll fix that. Yeah,
That's fine.
you can. You don't sense evil with them. So typically you sense like Fey, Celestial, Abomination, and Undead with that. You don't sense that. You don't sense like...
I fix it.
Yeah, you can't. You don't get a read.
Okay.
All right, they take us. I guess.
So
I would like to say to it as it grabs his hand, reward.
money, gold,
Yeah,
Sure.
and he
Yeah.
pulls out a bag
So-
and hands it to you, Vinny.
Okay.
So he's still got my hand, right?
Yeah. So he has your hand and
Yep.
pulls out the bag, hands it to you, Vinny. And so
Yep. So
as you guys walk up and over this hill, you see down onto me. I got a handout for you.
ooh, handouts.
You see the statue.
Take it down, pass it
Grung
around.
grung lung.
Yeah, Dung Grung Lung. Yeah, it's awesome, right? But yeah, so you see the statue of a giant frog. And you look around that giant frog, you see this giant maze around it.
Maze?
Maze. M-A-Z-E. Not like corn.
That's the biggest ear of corn I've ever seen.
Yeah, you just see like this giant circle, and it's hard to tell kind of where you're going from in there. But you can see that there's some spots that aren't full of branches and thorns.
Do you know the way through there?
Yeah. Home.
That where the are?
He looks at you confused.
Are we taking care of something for you?
Yes, help.
In your home?
Yes, home.
Can Silver
is in the
roll an
bag?
insight check?
Yeah, how much is in the bag of gold too?
You look at the bag of gold. There's 100 pieces of gold in there.
But yeah, can Silver roll an insight check?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Follow up.
I really want them as a playable class.
Can you
I really enjoy
roll it
them.
for me?
Follow up. Can I roll for you? See my dice?
Yeah, sir. My
It
roll
hit-
20
it
is
hit
just
my- it hit
a
my
black
mouse.
screen.
Hit my mouse. You got an 11, so whatever your modifier is.
The insight? Yeah, it's just straight.
Okay, so an 11. With an 11, you get the feeling that these guys need your help. So, what you guys know of grungs, which are up on the screen for you all,
What color are we dealing with?
there are. Actually, let me look at that.
Dude, that quote is so awesome. Sentient poisonous frogs that live in trees. Truly the gods hate us. Vola.
Yeah. They're green. Green.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, so green's fun. Gold is the worst, which is what you fought before. So, okay. So as these guys are like in silver, you kind of are looking back and like, these guys for real. You know that these things are normally territorial and hostile, but for some reason, this group of 6 is asking for your help in common, which is not normally what they speak. It's a very broken common, which is very atypical for grungs. So you know either something is really wrong and they need your help.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Show us the way, I guess.
Just a second. Excuse me, Mr. Frog Peoples. Can we have a second to ourselves?
Help.
And then I'll...
Help?
Yeah, you just a second. Hold on. I'm going to pull the rest of everyone else over.
It's a trap. It's a whole bunch of rodents.
That's a trap.
We just shot 2 guards.
frogs.
We just shot 2 guards trying to escape the last place, and they were going on a humanitarian mission to get supplies to help sick people. Since when did we become philanthropists?
Since these people actually offered us gold.
My point still stands. We got things to do and Oni to kill, or at least to try to avoid. Do we want to take on another gig, or do we want to get to Kirsha Ball and stop by Victon's place of residence?
Well, I'd feel bad if we just left them.
I mean, look at them. They're really fucking cute.
At this
Yeah, so
point,
was
I
that
don't care.
Chewinga, I think.
You guys are fucking hating everything, and I love it.
I'll go with y'all if that's what you decide, is that y'all want to go and help these things, but it doesn't seem like our status quo, if you will.
Well, we found some cool stuff in that alligator statue. And we got this frog statue. Might be some more cool stuff in there.
100 gold.
Yeah, a
100
frog
gold.
statue that has people living in it.
100
Last
gold to
one
kill
was-
some zombies.
I'll go with all's y'all's, but don't
Maybe-
feel comfortable about
Well,
it.
and then
Look,
maybe we can
look,
trade with
look,
them. I mean,
Look, we're going to need all the gold we can get if we're going to actually stock up and be prepared for the next time Big and Ugly shows his face and actually wants to do something about it. Right? 100 gold's 100 gold.
I think we should help them.
That buys a lot of poison darts.
Tells
That buys a lot of bear traps.
I mean, if it's about money, I got about 1,000 gold in my pocket that can buy an awful lot more than 100 gold. We just got to get somewhere to buy it.
It's about
Problem.
we need all the gold we can get.
For me, I'm just looking to feel a little better about leaving those people without supplies from before.
yeah, we got to do something good.
Out of character. That's two less mouths to feed.
Yeah. I'll say to Victor, yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. That place was mental. You don't. Those people were fucked one way or the other.
You did what you had to do, but it's still not quite sitting right with me. But it's all right. It's probably for the best. But I'm a paladin, so I like to help. I like to. So it's giving me some trouble internally still.
Well, here's a chance to get some points on the good side.
Yes, that's the only reason I have interest in doing this. It doesn't seem like it's the only trying to trick us. So, I think I need this.
All right. So even if you don't give a fuck about the frog people, Victor needs this.
Again, I'm with you. I just want to make sure we don't forget what we're after. What are we after?
Well, I'm after gold. They gave me gold. All right, let's do it.
Help?
Yeah.
Yeah, help.
Me some Jar Jar Binks.
No.
Fuck you.
Okay. So this frog continues to hold Victon's hand and leads you down into where the maze is. Okay. So as you guys get closer to that maze, you see that it is 20 feet tall, and it is just this magical twisted vines that are just so tight that if you were to try and go through a knot like path, there's no way. You would just get cut top to bottom.
Oh man, is there a goblet of fire in there somewhere?
And then as you guys kind of look around this maze, you just see zombies and, like mummies and skeletons, like stuck on these thorns, and they're just like, bah.
They sound like Minecraft zombies.
And that's actually where we're going to end it for tonight.